Yeah, yeah, it's Shanna time. Straight out the dungeons of rap sublime. The weapon plunges deep, as does my spells. I never run, cause last time running put me into a cell. Beyond the realms of planeswalkers, life is defined. I think of peace when I'm in this state of mind. Hope is the thing that gets me through, but suddenly I sense some darkness, yo. Something approaches, it's ringing my bell. On closer inspection, it reminds me of hell. In a dominaria state of mind. What more could you ask for in this daily grind? You complain about Phyrexians, bro, that's dope. I don't know how the rest of us are gonna cope. I'm rapping to the sword and I'm gonna save the world. Scary, noisy, creepy as shit. Boy, I can see her shoulders ready to spit. I can't take the Phyrexians, can't hold my shield. I tried to fly, but no weather light on this battlefield. I'm rapping to the shield and I'm not gonna yield. When I was young, my mother showed me love, but all I see now is a white flying dove. So we continue our theme of Dominarian Weatherlight crew members with Shanna, Cisse's legacy, who seems really simple, but she kind of has hexproof against abilities, which is kind of relevant. She can't get killed by sagas, activate abilities, stuff like that. Quite useful, a lot more useful than you think. She gets +1/+1 for each creature you control, so we want to make a sideways strategy. Loads of creatures, March of the Multitudes makes guys, Catilda helps you by tapping humans for mana, and then she can put counters on all your creatures. Maya, Bretagard Protector, creates creatures just for having lands coming into play. Trostani Discordant makes guys as well. And Parallel Lives doubles tokens. So if you've got loads of tokens in the deck, you'll be able to double them by having Parallel Lives out. One thing I would suggest, just because it's a sideways token strategy, do not forego the board wipes. The meta right now is so Goshen tie heavy and creature adjacent like Miriam that you need board wipes, and I'll never leave home without board wipes. So Begin Anew, Wrath of God, and Day of Judgment, I think there's auto includes in every white deck. You just need them to deal with the meta, because without them, your removal isn't that great. I know it's mono white, sorry, not mono white, it's got white in it, so you do have some of the best cards like Swords to Plowshares, but the mid-range kill spells are kind of terrible. You only have stuff like Fateful Absence and Swords to really help you. Obviously in Command there's a lot more choices, but board wipes help you kill things where black shines and white doesn't really, ironically enough. But yeah, it's actually a really fun deck. You will face, well, I personally face a lot of high powered decks using this. I don't really know why. I don't think it's that powerful in the meta like terminology. I think in terms of being able to use a deck with skill, it can be powerful, but this is a skill intensive deck. So yeah, it's not just play stuff and go. You want to be careful about sequencing, as you will see in the videos that come ahead. But I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like if you like the video, and yeah, let's get into the games. Ah yes, Tergrid, the most fun mono black card to exist. So let's cross our fingers. We get to go first at least, but they're just going to Thoughtseize us to death, aren't they? To be honest. Yeah, I think we'll just start with Shanna. There's nothing that I'm really massive into ramping into here, so... Rat Colony. Oh, is it a Rat Colony deck? That's cool. So now I don't want to play any creatures, to be honest. A Rat Colony deck. That's interesting. I guess we'll just go for a blocker for now, because not playing anything is kind of risky. Tergrid Rats. Well, this is weird. I guess, you know, this is different. Certainly it is different. Untap a tap creature to get a 1/1. I mean, let's just swing in. Seeing as we're going to probably Wrath of God anyway. And if they don't block, then our stuff survives, so... Yeah. Oh, this is a tricky one, because we want to go wide just as much as they do. What does the Tergrid actually give them, though? Just, yeah, not really sure. So it costs us a second spell. So let's go for the Clarion Spirit, Incubation Druid, land, and then now all we need is a land, and then we can go for the Intervention plus Wrath of God technique. Right, so they're going for the Lantern route. I see. Definitely an interesting build. No actual discard effects. I'm going to lose 3 life. And we could kill that Lantern, but I want to have the attacker, really. We've got many ways to do this now. So let's go for Heroic Intervention. I doubt they'll have any other cards apart from Rat Colony, so let's just wipe the field. And swing in. So the Halo Fountain can start making us dudes as well, or draw cards. This is really powerful. They've just foretold a card in a Rat Colony deck. So this could be the sack 2 creatures. And here come the rats once again. I'm a bit scared what this is, so nevertheless, let's swing in. Just swing in with these 3 for now. And we might as well draw a card here. Oh, nice. And a Horn of Valhalla as well. So, if we spend 5 to level this guy up... What is this card? I'm just scared. Yeah, just go for the Outland Liberator. We'll see what they do. I don't think there's any black Foretell board wipes. Heraldic Banner. They might be in a bit of trouble. Okay, so we'll decline again. Don't need to discard or lose any actual value here. And then now we just... Wait, let me think about this for a sec. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine actually. We don't need to sack the Liberator because we want to just deal more damage. Yeah, I think it would have been a mistake to sack the Liberator. Or Regrowth. Yeah, let's just swing in. Down to 3. Let's regrowth the Intervention. And we can pass a turn again. They're at 3 life. I wonder what they can do. I mean, a board wipe would be good for them, but... Yeah, so we'll take 3 again, go to 10. They're going to return all of their rats to the battlefield. Oh my. Things just got a bit hairy, didn't they? Okay. So... Let's... I think we need to start making blockers now. And... Yes, yeah, good to us. They've got 3 life though, so... There's Horn of Valhalla for each creature control. So we can just go in with the flyer, right? So let's go for the Horn of Valhalla. Equip this to the flyer. And that's 7 flying. They can't block it. Spicy. This is a good card. Horn of Valhalla. I like it. Okay, green-white mirror match, and Arena gave us 1 land, which is just great. So we can't keep this, unfortunately, despite the fact we have 3 1-drops. It's just a bit too risky. Let's mulligan this. That is super weird. We got 2 of the 1-drops back. Okay. Oh my goodness, a Leyline of Abundance. That is pretty brutal. Especially when all their stuff taps for mana. Pretty much, because the Catilda gives all the humans tap at 1 mana of any colour, so maybe we just use Sword here. Oh, we got the Rex Sage. I think Rex Sage is the answer. Just kill the ley line. Slow them down. Yeah, this card is crazy in this deck. Especially on turn 0. Torrens, so this beginner new is looking ever so good. Giant Killer, well, they're really just ramping out, aren't they? Yeah, I think this is basically telling us to not do anything. Just play non-creature spells for now. And then following turn, we'll begin anew. Start afresh. So essentially, I want them to play out all their creatures this turn. Just so we get a bigger hit with the board wipe. And it's exactly what happened. One of their best creatures as well. Soul of the Harvest. So many triggers. This is only their... They've got 3 mana and they've done all this. Mental. Clearly a very fast deck. Yeah. Wipe the board. They don't even have 4 mana, so currently they can't cast their General or the Chaplain of Arms. Luminarch Aspirant, I think that's got to die as well. Kogler. Yeah, so for now, let's go for Shanna and then we'll flash in the Cathar Commander unless... Do you know what? Wedding Announcement's fine, because once that gets to the Anthem, it makes everything super huge. Be nice to hit a land drop so we can go for Kogler. Leonin War Leader, okay. I doubt they'll have board wipes themselves because they just played Catilda. But yeah, once the Leonin starts attacking, things are going to get pretty crazy. Luminous Broodmoth, okay. That's a great card actually. Lots of blockers now. But if we get a land, which we don't sadly. Okay. So yeah, I think we're going to Portable Hold on the Catilda. Just get that out of the way. They have mana up. Okay, nothing to interact. And Atlan Liberator, just to make Shanna a bit bigger. And let's hold this guy back, otherwise he will, if he dies, Shanna gets smaller. I mean, we get more power here as well, but... Down to 12. It's not looking too bad so far. It's a bit sus that they played the Broodmoth. They could have a board wipe here. No, luckily we took down a Catilda player. That could have been harder if they had more luck, sadly, for them. First, so this is the first recording with this deck, and it's a Kenrith Return King. Alright then. Right, this hand is Dece. Let's keep this. Kenrith. What the hell? It's a Saturday as well, so it should be more of a varied, like, meta. But apparently not. Apparently it's just all the sway bastards. Starting hand's decent. I mean, we do have answers. Maybe Kenrith's just not as good as he used to be, but I still think with the right cards, the synergy is incredible. Veil of Summer. You know what? I'm keeping this in because I hate Kenrith players and I just like them losing. Moving on. Oh, Muldrotha. I do like this hand. It's risky, but if we get a land, it's good because the restoration. This is a very greedy keep, though. Very greedy keep. You know, I'm starting to come around in this card. Well, not come around. What's the opposite of come around? Go away. I just don't think I like this Sunset Revelry. I think it's good sideboard against aggro. in 60 card decks. But against it, like in a main board of commander decks, I don't think so. We need land. Untap land, please. One time. Okay, that's not a land, but oh, we have so many good 2-drops. I think we go Cold Steel Heart. Or maybe Restoration of Gandra if we get an untapped land. What are they going to do? Thought Seizers? No. Oh, okay. Field of Ruin. Restoration. Gives us the plains. Okay, it's working out well. More Drotha. So, don't think we've got any ways to wipe out graveyards, but might be 1 or 2 exile effects, but Chromatic Lantern. Regrowth. So the Cold Steel Heart comes in tapped either way, so we might as well get rid of that. And then we'll go Garlic Greeters and then Shanna, I think. And I think a treasure is handy here. Do they have board wipes? Board wipes. I've got nothing in the graveyard yet, so not too worried. Just yet. Regrowth is one of those really weird cards where it's great when you have stuff in your graveyard, but yeah. So they're going to kill Garlic Greeters, and then next turn they're going to discard a card from our hand. Okay. Recurring this over and over again from the yard is going to be pretty annoying, I have to say. Felidar Retreat. Ooh. So yeah, I think we play this. And we could regrowth getting back the Garlic Greeters, but I don't really want to use this treasure just to do that, so we'll see. We also have a Field of Ruins, so we could use this as a trick to pump our whole team here. What do they get rid of? We've got some great cards. Like, this stops their board wipes, this kills their stuff, this brings something back. You know, they are going to also exile our graveyard, so maybe letting us keep regrowth is actually okay. Because if they exile our graveyard the following turn, we have nothing to bring back anyway. But they do go for it, so I don't know if that was the right move or not, to be honest. Davriel. Davriel on an empty board.
Better to deal with me.
So they're hoping for a really good emblem then. Creatures you can target +2/+0. Right, so should we pump before or after? I think after. So we'll swing, kill Davriel, swinging at them. Seems decent.
I'm terminating our contract.
And you know what? I'm actually going to create another creature here and then leave up this other stuff here. Because I don't think it makes a difference at this point. They wanted to board wipe either way. Pumping the team or creating an extra 2/2 at this point in the game doesn't make a difference. If they've got a board wipe, they're going to use it. But we do have the Unbreakable Formation, so do they just die in our next turn? 7, 8, 9, 10. Pump with a Field of Ruin, a Field of X equals 4. So they didn't see our Field of Ruin play, which is good. Which means the Architect survives. So we actually get to choose what survives here. I guess the Architect surviving is important because he makes more creatures. So putting a counter on everything means that he'll be a 5 toughness. if we made an extra body, yeah, it has to be counters. I mean, we'll lose everything but the upgrade, but at least it's something. It's a shame we didn't do this in main phase because our stuff would be even bigger, but... yeah, we can't save anything else. So let's go Shanna, Bretta guard, and let's go for a creature again. And then leave up the unbreakable formation. So this architect is really doing it for us here. And if we want to be super sneaky, we can go for swap at that motorbike. Very rude. Unbreakable formation and Wrath of God in the same turn would basically mean they lose as well. So if they have something like Mutilate or Kogler, okay. What's Kogler going to go for? Can't target Shanna. Yeah, let's protect them. Although... it's an enchantment, so it's going to come from again, isn't he? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Weirdly, I think we just let this go. Because in our turn, we can Wrath of God and then Unbreakable. Oh, Armingala. Yeah, I think this move is way better. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so now they're one off. Yeah, because if we had done the opposite, then the Kogler would still be alive, and we would have lost the way to give our stuff indestructible. So we would have actually, yeah, I think the sequencing we did was better. Meat Hook Massacre doesn't gain them life anymore. Massacre Worm. Oh, what a close game. So they kill one of our guys, but they can't block two things. Yeah, so just swing in. Damn. That was close. They can't gain life here. Oh my goodness, that was really close. I think that could have gone horribly wrong if I hadn't done the right thing there. We go first against Miriam. Right, got a decent start. Board wipes once again. I think in this meta, board wipes are really good because of stuff like Miriam, stuff like Goshen Tai. You know, all the go wide strategies. So that's why a lot of my white X decks do have a lot of board wipes, and I would recommend that right now. Just because Ward 2 is a lot more powerful than people think. You can't kill this on curve, really. It depends, but it's just tough. A lot of removal isn't as clean as one mana, is it? So Restoration turn 2 is pretty sick, actually. Yeah, let's get this out. And then following turn, we can even get out the Amara if we discard her. Nice. So against decks like Miriam, it's just about speed. You need to slam them hard. Ooh, Felidar Retreat. That's pretty good. So we could just discard a land and ramp that way instead. Actually, yeah, we'll discard the Temple Garden. And then we'll go for the Amara. Next turn we've got the Felidar Retreat. We could go wide again. Not really sure how many board wipes the Miriam deck has, but we'll see. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So I don't think they will be running removal board wipes now they've got that out. Let's get the retreat out and pump the team. Yeah, this is looking decent. Swing in gives us another guy. They've also got Vigilance until end of turn, which is actually counterintuitive with Imara, but oh well. They got rid of a Chandra, so that suggests they don't have double red. Oh, they do now perhaps, but I think the intervention is going to be clutch here as well, in case they do get a red board wipe. Sorry, red board wipe. So So they're attacking, which means they want to ensure that they cast things next turn. Okay. So we're gonna... yeah, I think this is the Kogler turn. So we're going to give them some treasures here, which is annoying, but we get to swing in for a fair chunk. And a lot of red board wipes deal X damage rather than just straight up kill. So even if they do have a way to destroy some of our stuff, I think the Architect and the Kogler should survive. Unless it's some kind of X damage thing. 5, they've got 9 mana, so 6. Ooh, they're going big. Okay. They've got 8 life though. I don't know if they can survive. Yeah, because we play a land, pop the team, swing in. Oh, that feels great being a Miriam player, doesn't it? Oh, it's just lovely. Don't forget to check out more of my videos and also my Ko-fi donations page. You can donate as little or as much as you want.